Hey, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Thank you for tuning in. If you're coming in for the first time, I thank you. But on today's episode, I call this episode Remy Ma facing drama again. And this is again because a few weeks ago, she was she had to break up. Big breakup that went viral on the internet. Her and Papoose was going back and forth. And Papoose now with somebody new, Clarissa Shields, the boxer, multiple champion, boxing champion, female boxing champion, and that's his new love. And him and Remy Ma been going back and forth. Her and Papoose been going back and forth on the internet, and it went viral. It broke the internet. Put it that way, back and forth at each other, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good look, and this right here is not a good look. This is last month. She gets arrested outside of a court with a confrontation with a young lady named Jazmin Dior. Her father was murdered by Remy Ma's son, who's in his 20s at the time, 2021. This situation happened in 2021, and Jazmin Dior, father who's 47, was murdered, and it's all about the approach, how you approach situations that matters. And this right here, where she getting arrested, this could have been avoided. It could have been a better outcome. Remy Ma should have showed some kind of remorse, at least something to show remorse. Say something to show some kind of remorse. But she gets herself into a jam, and this is not a good year for Remy at all. It's not a good year. 2025 is not a good year for her. Well, let me get into the details of the article. I got some live footage to share with you as well. Well, here's the gospel. I share the gospel, and I take hottest topics, and I share events that's going on around the world, and I connect it with the gospel, and I share the gospel. This is what this channel is all about: sharing the gospel, sharing the word of God, and also connected with hot topics and the latest events and certain trending topics to discuss and how it relates to the gospel and how you can learn from it. Well, I'm gonna share this article with you, get into more detail on this matter. Now, here, according to this article, Remy Ma found herself in a heated exchange outside the Queen's courthouse on Tuesday, June 24th, with a daughter of the victim. Her son Jason is accused of murdering. The confrontation took place on the courthouse steps where her 23-year-old son is currently facing serious charges in connection to a 2021 murder. Scott was arraigned with with this month on this seventh court indictment, including first and second degree murder, reckless endangerment, and 4 counts of criminal possession of a weapon. Amid the legal proceedings, a video captured the exchange showing Remy being confronted by the woman who goes by the name of Jazmin Dior. In an argument, Dyer accused the rapper of acting tough and then told her to go around the corner. So I'm going to show you the footage of what this article. I just read this quick article to you, but I'm going to show you the real life footage of what really what went down.
Gotta beat you up too. Gotta beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah, stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Come on, let's go. Turn around. Like your mother's ugly? Turn around. Like your mother's ugly? Oh, oh okay. Same thing. Oh, okay. Watch. Yeah, okay. We can test her right now. Right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. But you wasn't. No makeup. But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? Oh, okay.
It's all about the approach of how you approach situations and matters. Um, and it's all about um, the outcome. And when you approach, there's always an outcome. Whether you want to approach the situation in a peaceful manner, in a more rational manner, and you're gonna approach the situation. It's all about your approach. If you approach with anger, if you like Remy Ma was grilling Jazmin Dior, according to what Jazmin Dior was saying, not showing no remorse. She didn't have had the I guess the I guess the decency to say sorry for your loss, or I'm really sorry that you lost your dad. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your that this happened to you. And imagine walking in the court and the woman son who murdered your dad is looking at you, but not she's not even she's just looking at you, but she's not showing any remorse. She's not even saying sorry for your loss. It's all about your approach, folks. It's all about how you approach the situation, how you approach the matter. Now, Remy Ma's son, who's incarcerated, is accused of murdering Jazmin Dior's dad, accused. And instead of her saying, Remy Ma saying, "I'm sorry for the loss, for your loss," she could have showed a little compassion by saying that. At least it wouldn't have been the approach that happened in the court, in front of the courtyard, in front of the court place in Queens. You know, it could have been a better approach. And see, I understand Jasmine Dyer is where she's coming from, because when you lose somebody, you can't see them no more. You can't hug them and tell them I love you. You can't call them up, find out how they're doing. They're just a memory. You can't because a lot of things you can't do when you lose someone, when you lose a loved one. They're just a memory, and you hold on to that memory. But there's a lot of things you can do. You can't physically hug them, can't call them, can't do anything. You'll never have that experience with that person again. That's why I always say to young people, even too old too, but to young people, that when you take a life, there's no turning back. Whatever you do, bad. If you're doing wicked and you take a life, and you can never turn back the hand of time. You can never, once you go there, once you cross that path and you take someone's life, or you cross that path and you hurt somebody in a major way, there's no turning back from that. You can't turn that back. You can't turn back the hand of time. You'll always have to live with that. You have to eat that. You have to live with that, and you have to eat that. There's no turning back from that. Some mistakes you do, there's no turning back from. And some mistakes you make, some things that you do, some things that you make, that you done, there's no turning back from that. You're gonna have to live with that. You have to sleep with that, and that's what you have to face for the rest of your life. So always think twice before you take somebody's life. Always think twice before you're thinking about doing something that can damage somebody for life. Always think twice, because there's no turning back from that. You can't turn back from that. You can't correct that. You can't correct that. Something, certain things you do in this life, you just can't correct, and that's one of them. So imagine walking to court and you seen this woman, her son murdered your dad, and and now and now you, as being the person, the mother that's accused of her son doing that, you're not showing any kind of remorse, anything like that. Understand that your son, on her side, on Remy Ma's side, that your son is being accused of this heinous crime, this that can make him face life for the rest of his life, his natural born life, being locked up for life. And but on the same token, you can still see your son. Your son has a chance to correct it. Maybe somebody else did it. Maybe, and he can come out, and you can see your son. But this woman, Jazmin Dior, can't see her son. So I'm gonna share the footage. I have a footage of Jazmin Dior expressing herself, on a confrontation she had with Remy Ma outside that court. in New York City, outside that courtyard in New York City. And here's what Jazmin Dior had to say.
So yeah, this raggedy ass fucking bitch Remy, like, girl, like you would have thought I did something to you. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. I can never hug him. I can never kiss him. I can never say nothing else to him. You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug him. You can say whatever. The fact of the matter is that I see this fucking lady, and she's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell you ice grilling, as if her son was the victim. Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, bitch, nobody did nothing to you, you fucking gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly ass. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back, bitch. Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner. You're really not fucking tough. Like, bitch is mad pussy. Like, turn around. Like your mother's ugly? Turn around. Like your mother's ugly? Oh. Oh, okay. Same thing. Oh, okay. Just watch. Yeah, okay. We could test her right now. Right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. But you wasn't. But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see. Turn around. Beat you up too. Trying to beat you up. Come downstairs. You know you in front of the courthouse trying to act like you're tough. Yeah, stop. Yeah, let's go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Come on, let's go. So yeah, this raggedy ass fucking bitch.
Yeah, excuse that language. Excuse that language. Um, it's just she's expressing herself because she's right. She'll never see her pop again. Never see her dad again. Um, and Remy Ma, she had quite a year, man. I mean, back and forth with Papoose, Clarissa Shields, and now this. Now she gets arrested for her approach to this, the matter with Jazmin Dior. Talk about quite a year, man, for Remy Ma. It's been a rough, bad year. The fans looking at her like she's. It doesn't look good for her brand. Doesn't look good for her representation. Her um, her rep is definitely dwindled. So all this, you see, and I'm trying to get to you. It's all about your approach. Well, you see, Jasmine Dyer was upset because Remy didn't even say I'm sorry, or that's what Jasmine Dyer expresses. He didn't even say sorry for your loss. Even a sorry could have not get it to that escalate to that matter. It couldn't have escalate to where it's gotten, where somebody wound up getting arrested. It's all about your approach. You see situations, confrontation, you're facing the confrontation, and the Bible is right. A soft answer, a soft answer can, it's good. That's the end. It can bring a soft approach. Now, when that person is riled up and already upset, you could bring a soft answer, a soft answer. So let's try to, when we see matters, we're facing matters and confrontations. Let's try to be the peacemaker. Yes, sometimes it works. Well, most of the time it works because you see, it's all about your approach. If you're approaching like a volcano, and that person was already calm already, you're gonna get a reaction. You're gonna get a negative reaction. So we got to be careful how we approach situations and matters. How you approach the situation can be the aftermath of how the end result comes out. It comes out. So wherever you approach a situation, there's always an aftermath. It's going to be a good aftermath or it's going to be a bad aftermath. And the good aftermath, where when you approach it, I'm worked in law enforcement for a long time, and every time when I approach situation and matter, and the person said you was calm and professional, you wasn't screaming and yelling, all of a sudden now they have a calm spirit. Now if now you see that person yelling and screaming and hollering, doesn't mean that you have to come with that approach. First you come with that easy approach, a calm approach, and then find out what this then find out what go into detail and find out what the situation is, and it could be a breezy and easy outcome. But when you faced with a confrontation, a negative confrontation, and you already come in with a anger, you already come in with a I want a revenge and anger straight up, you're gonna get this. Not gonna be a good outcome. It never is a good outcome. And as you can see, Remy Ma's confrontation with Jazmin Dior did not solve anything. So when you come with a angry approach, it never solves the situation. It never solves the problem. The end result is always bad. The end result of how you approach this matter, if you approach a matter negatively, it's always gonna get negativity back. You're gonna get negative outcome, negative results back, and it doesn't solve anything. But if you come with a more rational, a more compassionate approach, you might get a better outcome, a better outcome than coming with a negative approach. And the live word today is coming out of Proverbs 29:11. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. In other words, we got to use wisdom. When we see, especially a situation with Remy Ma and Jazmin Dior, like I said before, you got to show remorse. You got to use wisdom. You got to use wisdom. You see a woman that's grieving over her father and just lost her father, or could have been her son or father. You got to show some kind of compassion. You got to show some kind of remorse. You can't approach a situation angry and like they did you something, but yet they lost, but yet the person that's being accused is still here. So leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about this matter. Tell me what you think about what I shared on this matter. Tell me what you think about this whole matter with Remy Ma and Jazmin Dior. God bless and be safe out there. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless. Hope to looking forward to sharing more videos with you. Looking forward to have more to share. Got more videos coming. God bless. Be safe.